It's your girl Pretty Beat back here with another video. Now, if you already can't tell by the title, we're gonna be talking about what's it like working at group homes. Yeah, I know y'all. A lot of y'all about to feel a lot of shit that I'm saying. So let's first get into how to get into working into a group home. Most of the time when you're working into a group home, before I drop all this knowledge, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and if you enjoy my content, tune in with me. Turn my post notifications on so you can see every time I post. Now let's get into this motherfucker. So, working in group homes. How do you start working at group homes? So most of the time, if you're working in a group home, you're either a direct support professional, short for DSP, or you're a behavioral technician, or perhaps a home health aide or a CNA. But most of the time, it goes under or falls under the range of DSP. Now, DSPs do similar to what a home health aide would do. Only thing is, home health aides don't give medications. So, how do you get into it? Most jobs like Bancroft and stuff do postings for it. You'll just look up DSPs on Indeed and it'll show you. Hire for DSPs or Bancroft, Oaks Integrated Care, Twin Oaks, like a lot of places. I can name like places hire for DSPs. But what they don't tell you is you go through about 2 to 3 weeks of fucking training, and none of that training applies to how it goes in a group home. So let me explain how it usually goes. You go through the hiring process, you do your fucking fingerprints, you do the fucking long ass HR paperwork. Like, I don't know why that shit is so fucking long, y'all. Y'all can relate. That shit takes like 2 to 3 weeks. And then you got to do your fucking fingerprints. Like, it'd be so fucking much, y'all. And when I tell y'all, I filled out so many CARI forms to the point where they shouldn't even have me fill out another one. They should just be able to pull that shit. But they can't. So, yeah. But after that, it usually ranges from the HR paperwork, fingerprints, physical, all that type of stuff. And then you go through your training. Most jobs trainings are maybe a week long, 2 to 3 weeks. Bancroft is usually 2 to 3 weeks, so they do more extensive training. A lot of times, once you're done your training, you do your shadowing and then reverse shadowing at the group homes. And shadowing is just watching the person at the group home, how they work, how the shift works, how what you'll be doing works, and the people there and how you deal with them. And then another thing is you'll do your reverse shadowing, which is them watching you and critiquing how you do stuff and giving you advice on how to go about stuff better. Now, what they don't tell you is with group homes, they range from high functioning to low functioning to very non-verbal, non-communicative, autistic, behavioral. Like, it ranges from a whole broad, from young children all the way to grown-ass, old-ass adults and elderly people. So it can range. You can literally work with any range of people or children. But what they don't tell you is the deep ass secrets, which include you're never gonna have enough staff. Everybody's always gonna be calling the fuck out. A lot of your co-workers, you'll make a lot of friends, and there's always a lot of gossip. There has not been a group home I have been to that has not had hella gossip. Every group home you will go to, or residential home, will have drama and gossip. Okay? It will have a lot of that. And it will have a lot of fake ass people. And most of the time, you will never see your fucking manager. And if you do see them, they come 2 or 3 times a week. But those times they come, they're just in the office doing paperwork. And other times when you actually need them to show up, they are not fucking there. And a lot of the times you'll deal with shift leads that are very catty and very bossy. You'll just deal with a lot. And working in a group home, the best advice I can give y'all is stay to yourself. Don't be all that overly friendly shit. Don't be trying to be everybody's friend in there, and don't be getting into the gossip. Because once you get into the gossip, you in that motherfucker. And it's hard to kind of get out. So the best thing you can do is just shut the fuck up. Like, literally, if you shut up, you won't have to do half of that shit. And when I tell y'all, you won't. Another thing I would say is working in group homes can be very rewarding, but it could be very burning. Like, it could be quick to burn you out. Why that is because that job will fucking overwork you. They will have you working Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they will have you working 12-hour shifts on Sunday. Like, sir, Saturday is, why the fuck am I working 12 to 14 hours? For what? Like, bitch, I'm barely up 14 hours a day when I'm home. Like, be fucking for real. Another thing they don't tell y'all is a lot of the times, a lot of these fucking residential places have attendance points, which is easy to get fired. They will have it like every time you call out, it's like 2 points. And if you get to like 10 points, you're fucking fired. In real life, I understand you don't want people calling out just for the fun of it. But in the real life world, people have to fucking call out. We have lives, shit goes on, shit happens, cars break down, and we have to call out. Y'all doing that dumbass attendance shit is so stupid. I wish all companies would just take that out. And now if it's a person to me that's calling out OD, okay, then you talk to them, and if you see they're calling out quicker in the summertime than they are in the wintertime, most of the time they're going to fuck out. And most of the time, that's not a fucking employee you want to keep. That's just my fucking opinion. Other stuff they don't tell you about group homes is you will get injured in these bitches. These motherfuckers in there, they will hit you, they will punch you, they will headbutt you. A lot of the situations you will encounter in group homes, they do not prepare you for in training. I don't care how much fucking extensive training they do, how much pivoting and shuffling they do. All of that bullshit will not prepare you on how those kids or adults or elderlies really act in the homes. Why? Because they're based off of broad, generalized people and how they would act. They're not based off of how the people you're going to deal with act. That's why I think a lot of the times in residential group homes, they don't prepare you. And that's why I feel like you need to get well-rounded with working in different group homes or working with different people to understand what that type of environment and what type of people you're dealing with and how to deal with them. Because that training will have you standing there like... Because if Johnny is coming to you with a motherfucking knife and y'all in a small-ass hallway and it's stairs behind you, how the fuck is you going to pivot and shovel down the stairs while running from a knife? It's not going to work. You're going to go into straight panic mode and run down the stairs and run around the house from Johnny with a knife. So I think a lot of the times they don't realistically prepare you for what goes on. And a lot of times there's not enough fucking support. And I will always say this, there's not enough fucking support. And the group homes that they will pair you with are never ones that you can actually control the settings. They will have females in an all-male house. What the fuck? That makes no fucking sense. And I'm not saying they shouldn't be like where they have females working in male houses, but like don't have males that are bigger than these females like by 100, 200 pounds. And these girls are so little. What the fuck do you expect them to do? Another thing I'm gonna get into. When these people tend to have crisis moments, your manager is not gonna come. If your manager is not already there, they're not gonna come. You will be on your own. And let me tell y'all, the hospitals and the cops do absolutely nothing when you send them out to crisis, but send them the fuck back home. Okay? So, I'm gonna just tell y'all now. They do fucking absolutely nothing. Another thing I can tell y'all is if your group homes have the ABAs or therapy, listen. I'm going to give y'all this simple advice. The ABAs and therapists, some of them can be a pain in the fucking ass. They would be like, oh, did you run your goals? Did you do this? Did you... Like, ma'am, did you not just see John just have fucking like 6 fucking outrage attacks? Do you think I had time to run fucking Mark's fucking goals? Fuck no. So, like, my best advice to y'all, ignore the fuck out of them. Because sometimes some ABAs like to think they're the head boss or they're the house manager when the house manager isn't there. And they aren't. And they will try to tell you how to do your job and all that because they have, I'm an ABA, I went to college and school for that. Okay, you could have went to college and school for a lot of shit. That does not mean that you know how to handle this person. Because when you're not here, they don't act the same. So sometimes just take it with a grain of salt. And residential group homes take a lot with a grain of salt, to be honest. And you really have to go in there with a desensitized mindset. Again, I said this in my last video. It doesn't mean you don't care. That just means a lot of shit shouldn't faze you or bother you or get you out of character. Is what I mean by that. So, like, a lot of the times, a lot of stuff that you may do or a lot of stuff that you may encounter, it's just best to ignore it. And the pay. A lot of the times, the pay at these motherfucking places don't be shit. They literally don't pay y'all fucking enough. They don't pay us enough. And they don't give us DSPs enough credit for the shit that we have to deal with. Like, these group homes, and sometimes these group homes will pay a lot of money to get you in the door because you have to deal with hella shit. So do your fucking research. As I said, when you get into the healthcare field in my last video, do your research on these companies. And this is not to come at Bancroft, but Bancroft is one company that everybody knows has a high turnover rate for their employees, meaning they're always recycling employees, they're always hiring. Because a lot of the times their employees get hurt because in the environment that they have, and clients or residents, it tends to be very high stake. So that's one company that pays a lot. Behavioral technicians, they get paid a lot because they deal with behaviors, and it can be physical, verbal, whatever. So a lot of the times I just always suggest y'all, if y'all gonna get into group homes, do your research, find a group home that's near you, find a group home that aligns with the type of environment that you could work in. And the best thing I would tell y'all to do to keep your job is to go in there and shut the fuck up. Stay off your phone. Just do your fucking job. Don't be trying to make friends in there. None of that overly friendly shit. Don't let nobody know your outside life. Just go in there, do your job, and go the fuck home. Because them the people that stay at the job the longest that don't nobody know shit about. Because when they don't know shit about you and they don't know nothing about you, they can't create a paper trail. They can't do nothing. As long as you're doing your job, they can't do shit with you, okay? Honestly. But y'all, that's my advice and that's my opinion on working at group homes. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I also don't think it's the best thing. I think a lot of the times you just don't know what you're getting into, and a lot of times these jobs and these orientations and all that shit don't even prepare you for half of the shit. So it's really just you go in there and you just experience the shit yourself. So with that being said, y'all, that is my video for working in a group home. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to add. When you work in a fucking group home and them kids be swinging on you and shit, you will have moments where you want to just I'm telling you, you will. But it is best in your interest to just show restraint. But yeah, y'all, that's all I have for today. If y'all want a part 2, let me know. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye, y'all.